Hey guys, it's Adam from BB Barbecue and Pits. On this week's episode, we've got an old school classic for you. I've got a whole chicken here. I'm going to show you how to do beer can chicken on your Weber Kettle. Alright guys, for our base layer for our chicken, we're going to be using the double strength garlic pepper by OBQs. Alright, so we're going to give that a nice base layer on that chicken. Make sure you hit all the nooks and crannies. And then I've already washed this bird off with some water. Make sure you get some down in that cavity there. I've already washed this thing off with some water and patted it dry with some paper towels just to make sure everything's nice and clean. So give that a good layer. Then we're gonna hit it with the classic Killer Hogs hot barbecue rub on top of that. And this is a super easy recipe that's gonna give you an awesome chicken every single time. Especially on the Weber Kettle, you get that good charcoal flavor, and that beer is gonna keep that chicken nice and juicy on the inside. So we got our bird all seasoned up here. I'm gonna put this in the fridge until I get our grill up to temperature. All right, so we've got our grill up and rolling. I'm gonna shut the lid here, and then I'm gonna let that come up to temperature. The temperature we're looking for is 275 to 300 degrees. All right, while that grill's firing up and getting up to temperature, we're gonna go ahead and get our beer ready. So what you wanna do first is drink half of it. That's a good way to start a cook, ain't it? So now that we've done that, I'm gonna show you the rest of the way here. All right, now we got this baby half drank. I'm gonna take you a can opener, and this is what's really gonna open it up, let all that moisture get inside that chicken. So we're gonna put it right around the corner there. See if I remember how to do this. You're gonna go right around the top. There you go. Grab that top out of there. Don't cut yourself. Well, if I can get it. There we go. So we got that top out of there. So now you've got a fully open beer. It's going to allow all that moisture to get inside that chicken. Alright guys, so the grill has hit temp. We're running at 300. I've opened the can. We got a nice little stand here. If you haven't gotten one of these, it's really nice. You just put your beer right in the middle. And you can use any 12-ounce beer here. I'm using Natural Light. So our birds here. And then I will say one thing. I've cut off the tailbone right here so it'll sit a little bit better on this stand. So then you're just going to slide it down on top of that beer can. Like I said, the stand makes it a little bit easier. There we go. So that thing's just gonna sit on top of that beer just like that. You're gonna tuck the legs in a little bit. Kind of slide it down as much as you can. There we go. We're gonna tuck our wings in here. And that's how you do it. So now this thing's ready to go on the grill. So the last thing we're gonna do is throw this thing right in the middle over those coals. So you're gonna tuck them legs in, tuck your wings in, so nothing's getting burnt on the edges. Alright, so now that we got this thing on, I'm really worried about our breast meat, so I've got a meter probe. We're just gonna put the meter probe right in the breast of the chicken, right there. So we're gonna track the temperatures. When that thing hits 164, we're gonna be done, and it'll be time to take it off. So until then, we're gonna keep this thing shut down. And this is the hardest part, is getting the top back on. So if the top will go back on, we're good to go. All right, there we go. So we're gonna run at 300. So we'll be back when that thing hits 164. So keep it closed, keep the vents in check, keep that thing running at a consistent 300. All right, so we have hit that 164 internal temperature. I have not cracked this Weber, not even once. And this is the first time we're gonna be opening it. And boy, that thing looks good. Got some really good color to that. So we are good to go. So I'm gonna pull that thing off. I'm gonna cut into it, see what we're working with. All right, this is our chicken. Boy, that thing's falling apart. Look at that. I mean, it don't get any better than that. Let's cut into this thing, see what we're working with. But good Lord, that thing's falling apart. It's so tender. cut around this bone here. Oh my goodness, that smells good. Try to cut around this spine. There we go. Woo-wee. Boy, that thing looks good. Let's cut that dark meat off. Cut that wing off. Look at that, it's just falling apart. I don't even have to really cut it. I mean, that looks good, boy. You ain't gonna beat that. Alright, let's try this thing out. My God, it is just pouring juice all over the cutting board. Even the white meat. That beer does something to it. I mean, it really helps it retain that moisture. I mean, it's an easy cook. You guys saw me. I didn't even... Well, if I can... I didn't even check on it. I mean, you just let it go. If it took an hour and a half at 300, you just leave it alone right over the coals. Oh my God. I mean, you can see it's just falling apart. I mean, I barely even have to do anything. It's just juicy as all get out. Your dark meat, peel that skin off. I mean, my God. This is one of those recipes. It's an old school classic. Like I said earlier, I mean, it's super easy. Anybody can do this. It's an hour and a half at 300 on the Weber Kettle with that beer can. I mean, it's going to be great every single time. Give this a try. Comment down below any questions you guys have. Make sure you subscribe to my channel. I'm going to break into this chicken a little bit more. Maybe drink a couple beers. See you guys down the road.